something I've instituted at South Bay Church that really has brought benefit to our pastors, and we have right now 8 or 9 pastors on staff, is a pastoral prayer partner team. And that is, we have, each pastor has a group of 8 to 10, maybe 12 men that are assigned to him. And this is a contractual agreement for 1 year. And these prayer partners are led by a coordinator who will structure them throughout the month. And every day, one of these men will call the pastor and let them know, that pastor know, that I'm praying for you today. What do you have going on in your life today? How can I pray for you? They may have a scripture that they'd like to encourage that pastor with. And this is a very trusted group of men. It's a confidential group of men, and they're sworn to secrecy. So that pastor knows every single day that he's going to get a text or a call from a man who knows him and loves him and supports him for that day. So the pastors once a month will sit down with these men, and these men will find out about what his calendar looks like, whether he's out of the pulpit or whether he's on a missions trip, what kind of issues he's got going on in his family, what kind of issues he has in his personal life that he's struggling with. And these prayer partners are able to ask the pastor any question that they want. So the pastor is in a place where he's vulnerable, and it takes a little while to get there, but it's a worthy journey. And these men don't meet him with condemnation or judgment. These men meet him with love, and they build him up, they encourage him, and he's able to be who he is. And I have seen over and over in my own life how I have been emotionally and spiritually sustained by these group of men who just speak into my life. They don't want anything from me, because typically when you get a group of men together, they want the pastor to pray for him. And none of these men would ask that. These men are saying, how can I pray for you? How can I help you? What do you have going on? I've had these men come over and help me do projects on my house without me even asking. They are such a source of love, and I would encourage any pastor to develop a prayer partner ministry inside the local church. What brought me to embrace the prayer partner vision is having sat under pastors for probably 20 years now, and seen pastors who were alone, pastors who had set themselves up on a pedestal and were hurting the church, and they didn't even know it. Some of them having walked through moral failures, and it didn't have to be. And I knew that when very early on in my tenure as a senior pastor, I knew that I had to put something in place that will safeguard the hearts of pastors. So I was very quick to institute a prayer partner system. Now there's more accountability outside of the church that I have, and I would encourage any pastor to have that, but inside the church, it does a great thing. It offers to the pastor I know I'm going to be asked questions once a month. I know that these men, in love, not in condemnation, they're going to ask me, where have your eyes been this month? Are you loving your wife? Are you taking care of your wife? Are you dating her? Are you loving your children? Are you spending time with them? How's your quiet time? Are you hearing from God? But it's not in a way to inspect, it's in a way to encourage good fruit. So I know those questions come in love, but still, on numerous occasions, it's kept me from stepping over a line in my life, because I know that I'm going to be having those conversations with these men in love. So having watched men who I know didn't have that find themselves in precarious places, I wanted to safeguard the men that I'm leading now. And I also give those men that same opportunity with me as their senior pastor to share whatever's on their heart, whatever they're struggling with, without judgment and condemnation.